I'm leaving my family. My friend is completely amazing, she really is. She was ready and waiting for me when I crawled out through my window to meet her even though it was 3 in the morning. She bought my tickets to South Africa. I am in a hotel room. I landed only 2 hours ago after several layovers. Each time I was so worried that customs would decline or deny me entrance, but they didn't. I haven't slept yet, too wired up and twitchy. My hope is to gain citizenship, and I'm almost fluent in Zulu as I've always been a fan of languages. I already have an email from my father, but I haven't opened it yet. One thing my friend did when I met her in the car was that she bought another small suitcase and made me move my things to it before chucking my old one in a dumpster behind Taco Bell. She was worried they may have put a tracker or AirTag in the lining of my old one. I was afraid I'd see someone I knew at the airport, but Salt Lake International is massive and I didn't run across anyone. I haven't decided if I should renounce my US citizenship when I gain my new one. Once my brain settles a bit, I'm going to start looking into apartments to get out of the hotel. I also now have emails from my siblings and uncle. I got to chatting with one of the hotel staff. She's about my age and we really hit it off. She went with me to a local shopping center to get some new and better clothes. She also told me to always shake out my shoes every morning just in case. I've started apartment hunting, and it's well within my budget, like super low compared to how sky high it is in the US. It's honestly jaw-dropping. Like $81 for a studio apartment with a loft and kitchenette. Edit, I finally opened the emails, deciding it was best to probably get it over with. My father's email was filled with anger, there is no other way to put it. He said that by taking off irresponsibly like I did cost them the friendship of someone they'd planned on introducing to me. He never admitted that. It was the 53-year-old they'd basically sold me to. Father stated that because of the social relations that had been damaged and impacted by my actions, I owe them approximately $85,000 in reparations. He also claims that he will be taking me to court if I don't pay it in full within 30 days and return home, as I obviously cannot be trusted. I plan to ignore that as I believe him to be bluffing. He ended his email with, "You belong to me, and I won't tolerate such defiance when we've put a roof over your head and taken care of you for your entire life. You were never the child we expected, it's time you make up for your deficiencies. I expect you home within the next 2 weeks." Yeah. No. My siblings were basically copies of my father's email, admonishing me for throwing the efforts of our parents in their faces before running off like a coward unwilling to face the fallout of my actions. I skimmed them honestly, before just deleting them. It's nothing I didn't expect. However, my sister-in-law, she's married to my eldest brother, sent her own email before asking me not to reply as she would be deleting every sign she sent it from her end. She congratulated me on stepping out on my own and getting away from my parents and their demands. She said that she herself hadn't been strong-willed enough to stand up to her parents when they basically betrothed her to my brother. Which makes sense as I remember that they met and then married within 6 months, and even then I thought that was a bit strange. She pleaded with me not to return, and not to reply. That was it. It was a bit unnerving honestly, as I do believe her, and I'm sad that she is stuck the way she is. The last email was from my best friend. She said that the morning after I flew out, my parents had been on their doorstep demanding to see me. Apparently they believed I was hiding with her. They refused to leave, screaming for me to stop pretending I wasn't there. It caused enough of a scene that the police were called, but they only talked to my parents briefly and let them leave. It really angered my friend, who'd wanted them arrested for threats and trespassing. The police only claimed that there wasn't a pattern of behavior that would warrant them being arrested and charged. Before just leaving. She didn't know when they realized I wasn't there at her house, but they didn't come back, thankfully. However, word has spread of me fleeing the safety of my parents' home and how they wanted me to return as they were concerned and fearful of what may happen with me out on the streets alone. The church ward has actually done searches of the area trying to find me. I don't know what they'll do from here, but they have no idea I left the country, let alone the state. My friend has no plans to say anything, and neither do I. As far as I'm concerned right now, they can live with that state of wondering for the rest of eternity.